Welcome back to The Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, and we're back to talk the newest reality TV show airing on Fox this week. This is The Snake. Make sure you like to subscribe here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We'll be back every week doing a recap and review of The Snake. But if you're into other reality TV shows, it is the summer, which means it is Love Island season. We're covering every episode of Love Island USA Season 7. Also covering Love Island Series 12, just premiered. First 2 episode reviews are live on our YouTube. Make sure you hit the notification bell. We do daily videos and drops. You won't miss a thing, especially if you hit the notification button. Like I said, everybody, the newest show here on Fox, The Snake. If you are a Fox reality TV fan, they've leaned really heavily into very theme-specific shows. They did The Stars on Mars. They now going with The Snake. I'm going to say right off the bat, I need to kind of get this off my chest. I'm sure I'm going to say I'm not going to keep bringing it up, but I'm probably going to keep bringing it up every week. I know the show is called The Snake, but I've had enough of the snakes already, right? The first challenge was stick your hand in a box of snakes, fine. But every single shot, every transition, every zoom out, there's a snake. Up, we just walk past that path, there's a snake. Walk up that step, there's a snake. We're in the kitchen now. Here's a shot of a snake by a glass of water. I'm over it, right? I'm over the snakes themselves. And I pray to God that every elimination challenge and every weekly challenge doesn't have to have a friggin' snake in it, because then I'm just going to sit here and bitch every week, right? People, am I nuts? It just seems like a little much. The premise here of The Snake, 15 competitors, all of whom are in some form have a career that makes them a people person, a manipulator, someone who knows the human condition. We have people that are lawyers, we have HR reps, we have criminals, we have OnlyFans models, everything and anything in between we have. I think it was a good cast so far. I'll run through some of them here. We'll throw up I'll throw up the cast list here in a second. I don't think they could have done really much better with this, right? I think without being able to tell people what the show is as well, I think they did a pretty good job of pulling in different careers that, while they may be stereotypes, I think they're going to work pretty well. So I'll throw the cast list up here. We'll talk about it. Like I said, Jacob the priest, fine, boring, vanilla. Mina, the bounty hunter. She was the one who was tasked with, right after we had our introductions, of picking a team. She ended up going with, let's see what she had. She had Amanda the lawyer. I like Amanda so far. She seems like she's a good person. Kaylee the cop, very heavy competitor. We're going to see how that comes into play later with some decisions. Cody the bull rider, physical presence. I think she was assuming this was going to have to be some kind of physical challenge, maybe, or some kind of physical team she was setting up, or maybe even like a tribe of sorts she thought she was picking. The cheerleader, McLean. Nothing really bad to say about McLean. McLean really didn't have a lot of screen time here. And then we had Derek, the Hardo detective in blue. Not really here for the Hardo Derek so far. We'll see if it kind of changes. Obviously, that left us with those who were maybe considered to not be as formidable in the eyes of our friend Mina. Frank, we had Jacob. We had Alyssa, we had Jordan, we had Haley. But there was a twist, right? The twist here was, while the 6 went and had a real nice dinner and got to know each other, the others played the snake in a box challenge, right? The snake in a box challenge was where there was a medallion, which is going to be the immunity idol for the season, in one box. The rest had snakes. You had to put your hand in, figure it out yourself, but also try not to give it away. Maybe try to do a tell, maybe overreact on purpose. No sell it even though you're touching the snake. Like we saw, Catherine was the one that did the best at this. She was the one who, frankly, was able to tell the truth and win by telling the truth, because no one believed her. And hey, if you're telling the truth, then I'm just going to take my box back and no one wants it, I'm telling you to take it. It was a good move, a good way to start. I think this is what a lot of this game is going to be predicated upon. A lot of these people are thinking they're going to be choosing one thing, or their alliances are going to be a good thing, and they're going to have to pick against one another, right? The idea of the saving challenge. I like the idea that they're going to have to go through and show their cards. You're going to have to show who you saved every week. There is going to be no secret votes. That's really a big advantage for this game. It's going to cause a lot of open drama because you're going to say you're going to save this person in our alliance and then you don't do it. There's no way to lie about it. You are going to have to account for your actions immediately the following week, which I like. We'll run down the choosing ceremony. I call it the saving ceremony, choosing ceremony, but they call it a choosing ceremony. Catherine comes in with probably the hardest line of the evening when referring to Jordan. She has aligned with Jordan. They have made each other their number ones. Jordan says she trusts Catherine. Unfortunately for Jordan, Catherine says that she thinks Jordan is the one who wants to be liked the most and henceforth probably the easiest to manipulate. I don't think that's going to last long. Again, Catherine is going to be showing her hands. She is a game player. It's not going to take long for Jordan and those around her to see that this girl is playing hard. And look, maybe a lot of these players, and we're going to have to see, we haven't got to know this cast a lot yet. We're going to have to see if they're going to be able to separate the game from the friendships. And I'd really be interested to see, hopefully in some of these cast interviews we do, to see where everybody stands with one another, if they're able to leave the betrayal in the game or if it has bled into real life. And that's something when we talk to a lot of cast members from other shows that candidly, a lot of times they're not able to fully separate it. We go through the choosing ceremony. In the end, Kaylee was eliminated. I think Kaylee was going to be a really strong competitor. We get the flashback to Catherine saying that she would save Kaylee. So when we had Kaylee go, hey, can I say something? I thought she was going to just pull a, don't trust her. Don't trust Catherine. I think a missed opportunity since they allowed her to speak to really kind of blow the game up right off the bat on the way out and have a memorable exit. We'll see how long, like I said, it takes everyone to get up to Catherine's game here, but I don't think it's going to take super, super long. Quick note, Jim Jeffries, we didn't really get a lot of the hosts so far, so I'm not really going to make a judgment here. So far, so good, though. It didn't make me roll my eyes and make me skip over his monologues, which is saying something compared to a lot of the other shows that we cover here on the channel. But like I said, I'm really looking forward to this show. I think that it really the biggest challenge for it, frankly, is that it airs the same time as Love Island on Tuesdays. I think that that's something that should be taken into account a lot more for summer reality shows. But I do think that the premise takes in good elements from reality shows that I do like and that we do cover on the channel. And I think the cast so far intrigues me, and I want to see where it goes from here. So looking forward to our review next week. Like I mentioned off the top, make sure you like, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell, follow us on TikTok at The Reality Guys. Like I said, we're covering everything from Love Island to The Snake to every Bravo show like Below Deck, Next Gen New York. We just finished Summer House. Bachelor in Paradise comes back in June. So there's going to be plenty of things that we're covering here all summer long. But until next time, for myself, Brian, everyone here at the channel, thank you so much for watching. Peace.